Wild Honey Harvesting Guide. Safe and practical techniques, 6 to 8 minutes. Harvesting wild honey from forest bees is a traditional skill practiced in many regions around the world. It requires patience, knowledge of the forest, and respect for the bees that produce this valuable resource. While the activity can be challenging, this guide provides a safe, high-level overview of how wild honey gathering is typically approached, along with important precautions for anyone considering it. 1. Understanding the nature of wild bees. Wild forest bees, especially species found in tropical regions like the Amazon or Southeast Asia, are extremely protective of their hives. Unlike domesticated bees, wild bees react strongly to vibrations, smoke, light, and sudden movement. Before any attempt to approach a hive, it's essential to understand. Wild bees defend their colony aggressively. They may live high in tree hollows, cliffs, or dense forest canopies. Environmental conditions such as heat, wind, or rainfall can influence their behavior. Studying these patterns from a distance helps harvesters choose the safest moment to begin. 2. Preparing proper protective gear. Even experienced honey gatherers never approach a hive without basic protection. This usually includes a thick long-sleeve shirt and long pants, gloves that cover the wrist, a simple veil or net to protect the face and eyes. A lightweight rope or harness when climbing is required. Professionals also carry a first aid kit in case of stings or allergic reactions. Preparation is one of the most important steps for ensuring safety during the harvest. 3. Locating the hive. Finding a wild hive can take hours or even days. Traditional gatherers often look for bee flight paths, straight lines of bees moving in and out of the forest, droplets of honey or wax on tree trunks, the buzzing sound of a colony hidden in a hollow, high branch clusters in tall trees. Once a hive is identified, the harvester studies the terrain, checking the height, the angle of the tree, and whether the hive opening is accessible. 4. Approaching the hive safely. Approaching a wild hive is done patiently and slowly. Common practices include moving quietly and minimizing vibrations, approaching from downwind so the bees are less likely to sense human scent, keeping steady footing and avoiding loose branches, preparing a gentle smoke source, such as smoldering leaves, if local tradition uses it to calm bee activity. The goal is never to provoke the bees. Experienced gatherers always respect the colony's natural defense behavior. 5. Harvesting the honey. Once close enough, the harvester inspects the hive to determine which section contains honeycomb, brood, or pollen. Only the honey-filled comb is collected, and usually only a portion of it. Sustainable techniques include cutting only the outer layers of the honeycomb, leaving the brood and queen undisturbed, ensuring the colony has enough honey to survive after the harvesting the honey. Once close enough, the harvester inspects the hive to determine which section contains honeycomb, brood, or pollen. Only the honey-filled comb is collected, and usually only a portion of it. Sustainable techniques include cutting only the outer layers of the honeycomb, leaving the brood and queen undisturbed, ensuring the colony has enough honey to survive after the harvest. A sharp, clean tool may be used to trim the comb, and a container is prepared to hold the fresh honey. Throughout the process, movements remain calm and deliberate. 6. Descending and securing the honey. If the hive is located high in a tree, the descent must be controlled and steady. Typically, the harvester uses ropes or natural footholds carefully, keeps the honey container sealed, avoids spilling honey, which may attract other insects. Once on the ground, the honey is filtered or stored in clean jars to preserve freshness. 7. Environmental and ethical considerations. Responsible wild honey gathering always keeps the health of the bee, colony and forest ecosystem in mind. Never destroy the hive structure. Avoid harvesting during rainy or cold seasons when bees need more food. Limit harvest frequency so the colony can regenerate. Respect wildlife and surrounding habitats. Sustainable methods. Ensure that wild bee populations remain healthy for future generations. 8. Final safety reminders. Wild honey harvesting is a physically demanding activity that involves risk. Anyone without experience should learn from trained local experts rather than attempting it alone. Key safety reminders include: know your allergies before working near bees. Never harvest during storms or strong winds. Stay calm around bees. Sudden movement increases the chance of being stung. If the bees become highly defensive, retreat slowly and safely. Taking these precautions helps ensure that the experience remains both rewarding and safe.